Good morning. Happy Monday.
Imagine you had invested in Google,
Happy
Tesla,
Monday.
back in 2009.
Oh, hold
Here's
on.
the
Someone
next.
else clearly has a message for us. Imagine you had invested in Google back in wherever. Okay, we're turning that off. All righty. So it's so lovely to see you all this morning. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. Happy Columbus Day. I didn't realize it was Columbus Day, but it is Columbus Day today. So yeehaw for Mr. Columbus and all that he discovered or didn't discover, because I think he actually discovered the Caribbean, right? He really didn't discover America, but you know what? We'll give him some props and kudos anyway. So before we get started today, a quick PSA, and it's a PSA for those of you who have not yet been back to the movie theater. I am excited to announce that yesterday at 4 o'clock, yes, I'm old. Yesterday at 4 o'clock, we went to see the new James Bond movie, No Time to Die, in the movie theaters. And it was awesome. The movie was great. And it was so cool to be back in the theater. It didn't feel weird. It felt safe. You know what? You can wear your mask in the movie theater if you want to have some more comfort. But they sat people apart. They did everything they could. And everybody was excited to go back and see the movie in the dark, on the big screen. So I do encourage you, if you're a James Bond fan, to go out and see that movie, even if you're not, go out and see it, because it's a whole lot of fun. But do pack some snacks, because it's long. It's 163 minutes long. You're settled in there for a while. It's a whole lot of James Bond. But anyway, it felt kind of cool to be normal. So I do encourage it. If that is, if you are comfortable heading back out, check it out. See what happens. It'll be the test run to get you back to Broadway, because Broadway is not spacing people out in their theaters. Broadway is your shoulder to shoulder. So if you want to get back to Broadway, you need to go see a movie first, just to kind of move you forward. All right. So some calendar items for you. The main calendar items that I want to mention today are join Debbie and the Business Builders group at 9:30 today in Debbie's Zoom room. She will put that number in the chat so you all have it. If you haven't jumped in on that, start getting in on that, because the sign in to win is going to pivot to utilizing that group for the follow-ups starting next week. So get yourself acclimated to what that group is all about. We're excited to see you there today at 9:30. The main calendar event I want to give to you today is a reminder that this Thursday is the regional mega camp that the region put together for us. Powerful people from across our region giving you tips, tricks, and strategies on how they do what they do and how they achieve at such a high level. So keeping it nice and local for you. We will be hosting watch parties in both market centers. And so that's at 404 Main Street and 2777 Summer Street. I believe it's a 10 to 3 event. We are going to be having lunch for all those who come and join us for the watch parties. So do make sure that that's in your calendar. The details on what the topics are and who the people talking will be sent out to you later this morning. So do watch your email for that. But that's this Thursday from about 10 to 3. You do want to plug into that. And mostly you want to just come into our market center spaces to see each other and enjoy some lunch together. So make sure that that's on your calendar. Hey, really exciting. I checked this morning the back end of the Sign In to Win program. And just from the one email that you all sent out on Friday, we have 300 people who are already signed in to win. And that's not even the cool part. The cool part is when they answer the question, hey, looking ahead into 2022, do you have any real estate needs we should be aware of? Fully 50% of the people that responded answered with something like, might have to relocate, call me, thinking about buying an investment property. Thanks for asking, nothing yet, but we'll keep you posted. Guys, that's the whole point of all this, is to create that conversation right up front. So now when you're checking in, excuse me, with all those folks in the next couple of weeks, and certainly on the 29th to vet them, now you have something to talk to them about. Hey, I noticed that you were looking to perhaps relocate in the spring. Can we talk about that? looking for an investment property. Should I start looking now? Right? You have something to have a conversation around that's business related. So I'm just so excited that that's after just one touch and after 48 hours after that touch went out. Right? I know some of you didn't even get to the touch until Saturday, so we're only at 48 hours like this afternoon. So congratulations, that's awesome. You know, day 2 is today, or step number 2 is today. And so your social media posts will be sent to you later this morning. You'll be getting a link to a Google Drive, and you just go in the Google Drive and pull yours out, right? That's how we're working that, because they were all customized over the weekend for you. So your social media post will have your name on it. You'll go to the link and grab that and post that today. So I'm excited for that next step in our process. The updates for who of your people signed in already, we will be sending weekly updates to you. So that'll happen on Thursdays. So every Thursday, you'll get a new update as to who your folks are. Do remember that ultimately doesn't really become important until the 28th or 29th when you're going back to phone those folks. But from a curiosity perspective, if you want to see what the results have been, what the response has been, we'll be getting that to you weekly on Thursdays. So really excited. And if there's anybody on this call who has chosen not to jump in and participate on that, A, I'm not sure why, but B, you can still jump in on that today, right? Start with the social media post and do the email later today anyway, right? Just let us know, because so we can get that social media post customized with your name and telephone number. All righty. Hey, Jen Henry, where's my good friend Jen Henry? I think Jen Henry wants to talk to you guys just for a second this morning. Good morning,
everyone.
Jen.
Yeah, thank you, Rick. That event sounds so cool. I hope everybody's taking advantage of reaching out to their database, because really that's what your business is all about, that. So the reason I wanted to chat with you guys today is because our coaching program is growing. In case you didn't know, we're currently coaching 131 of you, which is really exciting. And because we're growing, we're not only growing in terms of the agents we're coaching, but we're looking to grow maybe in terms of coaches as well. So if you don't know who we are and what we do and what our results are, then I encourage you to tune into a class that I will be hosting next Tuesday at 11, which is So You Think You Want to Be a Real Estate Coach. And basically, we're going to cover what the differences are between a coach and a mentor and a consultant. What's the difference between coaching and training? And, what are the key activities of a coach? And is that something that maybe I might be interested in doing? So we'll be updating you more about the class as it gets a little bit closer, but it'll be 11 o'clock next Tuesday, which is the 19th of October, in this very Zoom room. And hope to see you guys there. Anyone that's interested.
That's so perfect. Thank you, Jen. We appreciate all that you do. We appreciate you offering this opportunity. Guys, pay attention to that, because even if that's something that maybe you hadn't thought about doing, if it's something you want to hear what the requirements are and what it looks like, join Jen for the foundation of all of that, and then make some decisions from there, right? Because pretty much what Jen's going to be giving to you are the foundations of what it looks like to take leadership roles inside of our organization. She's going to focus on the productivity coach side of it, but it really is the foundation for all leadership roles. So an important session next Tuesday at 11 o'clock. Thank you, Jen. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, it's not Columbus Day, I'm told today. It's not Columbus Day. It's Indigenous Peoples Day. So sorry about that. Columbus wasn't indigenous either, so we can just tie the two together. How's that sound? So that's weird, because I saw something online this morning that says we're closed today for Columbus Day. I'm going to have to go back and see who else screwed that up. All right.
It used to be, but they've changed the name.
Oh, so it is Columbus Day. It's just not called Columbus Day anymore.
Not that anymore, correct.
I understand. Okay, thank you very much. I understand that now.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm with you. All right, so a quick listings update for you. We are 40 days in. 40 days in, we should be at 202 to hit our goal. And I have some good news for you today, because if you remember last week was we were about 50 listings shy of where we should be. Right, today we should be at 202. We are at 161, so we're only 40 or so units behind where we were, which means we've closed the gap a little bit. We hit our numbers last week and closed the gap by another 10. So if we do that each and every week for the next 3 weeks, we will actually be this close to making sure that we hit that targeted goal. So if you're wondering what to do today, just go out and list another property, right? Problem solved. I have just cleared your calendar for the entire day. Just go list another property. And if you have to, list 2, right? For those of you who are the overachievers on the call. I see you, you know who I'm talking to. All righty. So that's our conversation for Monday. Before I let you go, I did want to, because it is Mindset Monday, I did want to just talk quickly with you about the concept of can't. And so if you looked at the title of what I sent out this morning, the title of this morning was can't equals won't. Anybody want to unmute real quick and tell me what you think that means? Can't equals won't. Unmute and I will call on you. Can't equals won't. What does that mean? Go ahead, Silva.
Yeah, if you can, you can. If you cannot, you cannot. So this is a president who said this, or Ford, Henry Ford. I don't remember which one of the two. But if you think that you can't, yes, this is correct. You will not do it. But if you think that you can, then you will do it.
That is, you know, 100%. That is Henry Ford. If you think you can, whether you think you can or you think you cannot, you will be right, I think is the actual quote from Henry Ford. I love that. What else, Jeannie?
I think it's a one of those word barriers, like try is inactivity, can't, you're not going to do it. I think if you just, when you change that word to I can do it, I will do it, it's just a different perception in your world, in your day, in the hour, in that minute that you're saying the word.
Yeah, 100%, right? So can't equals won't to me is exactly that, right? When you say I can't do something, you are ceding control, right? I can't do it. It's out of my control. The universe has decided that that's not possible for me. When you recognize that when you say the word can't, what you really mean is you won't, think about the difference. I can't do that versus I won't do that. Well, now what you're saying is I have control over it and I'm choosing not to. And that puts the control firmly back in your hands, right? And so what I would encourage you to do is, instead of focusing on what you can't do, always focus on what you can do, and change the word. And Jeannie gave us the word, change the word to will, right? I think about it. I can't do it, or I will do it. I can't figure it out, or I will figure it out. Two very different meanings, right? You just have to catch yourself. It's all that conditional language that we fill our brains with. If you start catching yourself every time you attempt to use the word can't, and just sort of flip that in your brain to say, oh, you know what? Can't equals won't. And it's not that I won't do it. I just have to figure it out, right? So when you figure it out, that's the version of will, because you will figure it out. You just have to put some energy behind figuring it out. So knowing that can't equals won't, you can just change that word then to will every time you look to use the word can't. So yes, it's one of those we're adding to the list, like but, probably, should, could, would, all that conditional language, hope, right? When used as a verb, right? Because hope, we know, is not a strategy. So you just add can't to that list of words that you're just going to decide not to use, because you know that you can, and you know that you will. You just have to keep convincing yourself. And guys, sometimes you have to work at convincing yourself that you will. That's not to say that it just automatically turns everything into something that's easy as pie. There are still things that are tough, but remember, the tougher things are, the more worthwhile they are to achieve. So remember that can't equals won't, and then just replace the word can't with the word will, and you will be set. Guys, I hope that's helpful for you today. And as we head into this week, we will see you at 9:30 for Business Builders, and certainly throughout the rest of our week with our events planned. Have a fantastic day. See you soon.
Oh, Rick, one question for you. Rick. That's okay.
Steve is still on.
I'm here. Can I help?
Yes. One
Anna.
question regarding the VIP prices that we are getting.
Mhm.
Just wondering if I can somehow translate those questions that we have there to a Spanish, because most of my clients are Hispanic, and some of them, they do speak the language, others they don't.
Sure.
So I can translate those questions, and maybe you can update it on the.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I understand. Let me find out if we can do that on the back end, and someone will get back to you today, Anna.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.